Right, refugees the world over face a litany of uphill challenges. Not only do they deal with the trauma of being forced from their homes because of war, persecution, poverty, climate, or natural disaster, once they settle somewhere, they quickly have to overcome language or cultural barriers. For example, find permanent shelter and, of course, work, while also protecting and caring for their children. These are some of the typical hurdles that migrants face every single day. But some refugees from parts of Africa are speaking out about the one challenge they say that they're not prepared to face when they get here, or get to the US rather, and that is racism. In their home country, they're of course surrounded by people who look like them. Then after moving to a country where they physically stand out, trying to fit in can be all the more painful when racism is a factor. Time now for the exchange and a first-hand account from someone who says he escaped a cruel war in Somalia as a young teenager, only to find a different kind of cruelty in the United States. Boyah is an acclaimed writer and author of the memoir, America Made Me a Black Man. He joins us live now from Boston, Massachusetts. Thank you so much for being with us. So just explain to us what your understanding of race and racism was as a little boy growing up in Somalia before you emigrated to the US. What was your understanding of those two words?
First of all, thank you very much for having me on your show. Before I answer that question, I'd like to acknowledge when I was at in a refugee camp in the 1990s, one reporter who was an almost unofficial spokesperson was Alexandria Emampor. Christina Emampor, doing live from Mogadishu, doing live from Sarajevo. I appreciate the love. Also, Anderson Cooper for doing live from Boyah, Somalia in 1993 when I was going away from the war. Coming here, really, I really never knew that America, to me, when I was looking at it from Somalia, was heaven. I really didn't know that I was going to struggle in America. I thought I was going to get to America and do well. As long as I go to school and do the right thing, I'm going to be successful. And so I really didn't have any idea of what Black people in America go through.
And so what was the moment when everything changed for you? Because for a lot of migrants, for a lot of refugees who come to America, they sort of have this image, as you sort of touched on there, that this is a country where, you know, opportunity exists for absolutely everybody, that of course, as long as you work hard, you can be successful. What was the moment when you realized that, you know, perhaps there were barriers that were going to be in front of you because of your skin color that didn't necessarily exist for other people?
Well, as soon as I get to learn, when I was biking, I get to know that I was Black, but because I was young and I was really hungry to succeed, and I came from death. I was a gatherer of death and refugee camp, all kind of bad stuff. So to be in America was to be in heaven. I really didn't want to acknowledge that. I want to acknowledge that people were looking at me differently. But as soon as I get to drive, I get to know that I'm a Black man in America. And as soon as I get educated and I get a job, I get to really know that I'm a Black man living in America with the way I am treated and the way you become a drifter, getting fired from one job to the next. So really, America doesn't teach. It doesn't really. It tells you. It doesn't really tell you that. It tells you you're American, but it doesn't really. It shows you that you are a Black man in the soil with the way America treats you.
I mean, with obviously so many, you know, refugees and so many migrants have this same experience, this sort of lack of understanding of what it means to be Black in America because they're born and raised in a country where everybody looks like them. I know that for my mother, when she first moved to the UK, it was a similar thing for her as well. What do you think could have better prepared you for what life was actually going to be like for you in the United States?
I think books like this will have prepared me. At least I would know that what awaits me. Because after getting educated and trying to be the best I can, I found myself actually battling to survive. Really, I just, I wanted to survive so I can have my dignity. My life was actually at peril. So something, when you're in Africa, for example, the projection of African Americans living in America, you really think that that is them, and your life is going to be better. But as soon as you get to America, that's what actually when you get to know that the picture you were looking at or was you, and so you yourself become you get to know and you get to experience what it means to be African American or African living in America.
And obviously, you know, you've had a life where, you know, you've experienced war, for example. You have lived in refugee camps. I believe you went to Kenya when you were young. Initially, after living in Somalia, your first port of call was Kenya. So you understand resilience, right? You understand what that word really means. But dealing with racism requires a different level of resilience. Just walk us through that, because you've got the resilience, you know, needed to survive in a war zone, but there's also a mental and psychological resilience required to deal with racism.
I really think that particular experience of me having exposed to war and refugee camp and death was going to be something that actually kills me in America, because in America, living in America, I used to look at my life and say, if I survive war, I can survive racism. And that is not true. Racism is completely different than war. War, you can see the enemy, you can go fight. Racism is like something is living inside of you. It kills your liver, it kills your intestines, you decay inside. It's almost like you are a person who's not really looks good outside, but actually dying inside. So your spirit, the very spirit dies, and you become a drifter. You just don't know everything around you. Your taste bud changes, everything changes. So I think racism is much more dangerous than war, because you really cannot touch racism.
Well, as you point out, I mean, hopefully books like yours will educate people just in terms of preparing them for what they may face when they move abroad. But thank you so much for being with us. All right.